ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Don't do that. Don't hit my guitar against lots of stuff. That's not good. That's bad. It's time for another animal of the day. My sister lives in a place where there's lots of moose, and moose are really cool, I guess. Are they meese? But what is the plural of a moose? Is it mooses or is it meese? I don't think it's meese, cause when I was little, Mary Kate and Ashley, they had this song about mooses and meeses aren't real. That's not the real word, it's moose or mooses. I'm pretty sure it's mooses. It's like the same as the singular, it's plural too, and that is mooses. But she lives in a place where there's lots of moose, and sometimes they're called caribou. But caribou may be different than a moose, but maybe it's not, maybe it's just the same. But she lives in the place where there's lots of moose, and that's really cool, I suppose. I once saw a moose with my family because we took a 15-passenger van and went down a logging road, and we got stuck and had to turn around, or maybe we didn't get stuck, but whatever. Lots of people had to pee in the woods because we went out on this logging road for like 4 hours, and we didn't expect to go for so long to try to find a moose. When we saw a moose, it looked real funny because it's this really huge animal with really skinny legs, and that's kind of weird because how can their legs support so much body fat? But moose are the only thing that live where my sister does, because my sister lives in this awkward part of Maine, and I wish she'd moved to Canada because Canada is cooler than America. I'm sorry, Sarah, I didn't really mean that. I mean, I kind of sort of did, because Maine's not that cool, and you can go down the road and find potatoes because they leave their potatoes on the side of the road, and then you put some money in a little tiny jar or under a rock, and then you take the potatoes, and that's kind of weird. I don't really like that because that's like people could steal, and don't they know that? But in Maine, no one steals, and that's kind of weird. So you should move to Canada, or at least to Washington, so you could be closer to all of us. I want to move to Washington, but I don't think there's moose in Washington. But that's okay, because I don't really need a moose. I really like other animals more than moose, but I used to have this moose, and it was a Beanie Baby. And do you remember when Beanie Babies were popular? I don't remember what my moose was called, but it had a name. I'm just not sure what it was. And then I still have my Beanie Babies. They're lying under a bed somewhere, and I was gonna sell them to pay for my college education. But then Beanie Babies started to suck, and now no one buys them, and now no one cares that I have all these Beanie Babies. That's too bad. I could really use the money right now to pay for my college education, but Beanie Babies just aren't cool anymore. But that's not a moose, cause mooses are cool. I mean, moose are cool, but meese are cool. No, mooses are cool, but moose are cool, cause moose is the proper term, I think, but I'm not quite positive.